My director's philosophy is to just keep doing it. As you do it, you'll learn.
We're all here because of a map you two kids found in a cave.
Not a map, an invitation.
From whom?
I'm Ridley Scott, and I'm the director of Prometheus. Prometheus is an epic story in search of one's creator, or creators. Or is it God, or were we created by other beings?
Go faster!
Start wide and track in. Making a movie anyway is always tricky. It's always a constant reappraisal and appraisal and a tap dance. And the thing you got to do is you got to get it on paper first. And I think I was fortunate in coming up with, I worked first with one writer called John Spates, and then came in and had a great time with a guy called Damon Lindelof. And actually we kind of conformed that into, I think, a very strong 3-act, aggressive and intelligent story. And action.
What is that?
There's a ship.
The very first Alien, I finished the film and thought, you know, no one raises the question about what happened to the big guy in the chair and who was he, why that ship, and why that cargo. That was a cargo. And the cargo was deadly in any form of bacteriological warfare possibility. It was absolutely terrifying. And no one brought it up. And so that sat with me for a long time, till almost like 4 years ago, and I finally thought, you know what, I'm gonna do this. And I went to Fox and said, listen, we can really reopen the door. And when we open this door, it'll be a much more epic. Alien was a wonderfully contained piece, which I think is what made it even more terrifying. But this one, I mean, it's got its terrifying moments and sections, but it's a much more epic scale, much larger questions.
They were leaving
To go where?
Earth.
We were so wrong.
You know, science fiction movies or movies like this, they're not conventional 3-act evolutions of your character. You've got your moment, you better defend it, okay? So I'll say you're on your guard, you're defending your realm. Today, you got to give as good as it gets. And they go, yeah, and then we're on the set.
Woo! Come on, you ready to do this? I know you are.
I had no drama school, I had no film school. Film school didn't exist when I was kind of coming out of college. I just knew I wanted to actually make movies. And finally got a window into getting into the experience. And I was thrown in the deep end by BBC by saying, you want to direct something? I said, yeah. They said, okay, you got a show in 3 weeks. This is called Softly, Softly. Go do it. There's your office, there's your casting books, there's your PA. That was it. And I sat there thinking, holy God, I cast these strange people that we call thespians or actors, and I had no idea how to talk to them, so I made a real fool of myself for about 10 years. But I was gradually evolving how and what do I need to say to them, and so gradually you learn your own route. My best, most successful route today is I make a partner of the actor. I'm very careful about who I cast, how I cast it. I'm very careful to look out for how inventive they're going to be. So to do a read is entirely artificial. I'll talk to the actor for half an hour about who they are before I even say, do you want to read something? So by then they're completely relaxed and they feel they can really try things. Otherwise it's like this, they're frightened. So when I function on set, I keep it completely open. I know exactly what I want to do, but I want to always include them as my partners. So it's a partnership. They join in, they really join in, and then they'll do things. And you know, Michael Fassbender is a master comedian. He's really a funny man, and he's got that built into his dramatic capability. At the same time, anybody with that kind of wit wit is very important. I don't care whether you're playing a serial killer or whether you're going to play a comic role. You need to have that wit, and that's what I look for in all my actors.
A superior species, no doubt.
I have great, almost good memories of every film I've done. And I think that's why all my films tend to be. People say, which is your favorite movie? And I said, well, actually, I love all my children, you know? And I mean, I really mean that. But I tend to have a good time every time I make a movie. It's when it's finished that it can get disappointing or even piss me off, because I always know what I've done at the end of it and why. And so there are no regrets at all about anything.